Hello everyone, welcome to Learning from Home channel. Now in this video, we are going to talk about logical function and that is if function. Now you've talked about nested if function in a previous video and if error function and not function, and logical function. So if you haven't checked this video out, you can just go back and check these videos. So today we are going to talk about if function. Now, if function simply means determine within two results outcome. So you can make it if not A, then it is B. So definitely, if it is not A, it is B. If not a boy, it is a girl. If not male, it is female. So if function contains two arguments, and if it is not this, then it is that. So as you see here, all the arguments here, they are 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. But in case you want to have 3 or more arguments, that is where you have to use nested if, meaning if in if function. So we've done this already in the previous video. So if you want to use a nested if, watch that video and you can make it. Okay, so now with the if function that we're going to talk about today, we're going to use these examples here to explain, and it's going to help us a lot. So as you see here, you have pass, no, right? These are in uppercase, and these are in lower cases as well. So you have pass, no. Okay, so here it's supposed to be not pass, supposed to be yes, because yes goes with no. So yes, okay. And here pass and fail. So you see you have lowercase pass and you have lowercase what? So sentence case as fail. So we are going to use them, and when you check here, we have the operator that we're going to use here is what? Less than or equal to. We're going to use this less than or equal to. I've done the operator and the logical function too in the previous video. So check if you haven't checked that one out, you check it out and see the operators that we can use in an Excel file or working with data in an Excel. And we are going to use these two data, that is the sales 1 and sales 2. We're going to use these two data to formulate the formula here. So in doing this, and these are the answers we want in. So if you're going to add, if you're going to compare these values, if the answer is true, you're going to, we want the answer in this format. So either true or false, either 1 or 0. So you're going to, when you start 90, this is less than or equal to. So is 90 less than or equal to 120? Yes, 90 is less than 120. So in this case, it's going to take it as true, right? Now here, if the answer is true, it must represent by 0. If it is false, if the answer is true, it must represent by 1. And if it is false, it must be 0. Now, if the answer is true, pass, or you can use what? Fail. You can use capital pass and uppercase what? Fail. So we can pick these values, we can pick them from here, and also we can pick them from the cell numbers here. Now, if the answer is yes, you're going to add these two values. Now, F16, that is the value for this is the F16. As you see here, the name here, and we have the F, this is G16 as well. So we're going to add them. If the answer is yes, you're going to add. If not, if it is no, you're going to present 0 there. And here, if the answer is yes, you're going to take it out, or you're going to show today's date. And if it is no, you're going to add today's date plus 5 days. 5 days. Okay. So that's what you're going to do today. And by the end of get through this, you'll be able to understand the if function. As I said earlier, if is for to just compare two values, two arguments. So if you want to have more than 2 arguments, either pass, fail, distinction, or whatever that you want, you must use the nested if. And you've done it already, so check it out. Okay, so let's start doing it. So under the formula, you are going to portray true or false. So if 90 is right? If so that is equal to, and comparing with the Boolean expression, we can use equal to, then 90 less than or equal to, then we bring this. Okay, so if this 90 less than or equal to 16, it's going to show either true or false. So when you hit on the enter key, you can see you have true, because now 90 is less than 120, so it is true. And let's also bring the same thing here. So let's copy. Okay, so this is one, and we can add another cell. So we can just also make it here. Now equal to F16, this 120, okay, 120 less than or equal to. So less than or equal to this. And you see that the answer is going to be false. Okay, so the answer here is going to be false. So that is it for that. So that here is formula 1, and here is supposed to be formula 2. Okay, so formula 2. Okay, here is the formula 1. So that is it for that. So we have true or false. So we have true. That is when the answer here, when this is less than or equal to 120, and the answer is true, or false, right? Okay, so that's the way to compare this. Now let's go to the next one. So you want to represent the answer by 1 or 0. So if it is true, then the answer is supposed to be 1. If it is false, it must be 0. So equal to, now you're going to use if. So if now this is less than or equal to that one, G16, that's 120, comma. Okay, you're going to present 1. If not, you're going to present 0. Now, when working with text, you must bring curly brackets, that's a quotation mark, sorry, and bring it inside. But when working with numerals, you don't need to bring that quotation marks. So with the numerals, you do what I've done here, and you get the answer. Okay, so now when you hit the enter key, you see you get 1 because it is true. Now let's try the same thing and see. So equal to if. Now you're going to turn it way around. So if 120 is less than or equal to F16, comma. Now 1, comma 0. Now let's close the bracket. Now when you close the bracket, now let's see. See, the answer is 0. So this means here is false and here is true. Okay, so all data here are true. You're going to get the first one. Now the data here is false. You're going to get the second one. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. So you're going to use the pass and fail. So equal to if this less than or equal to G16, comma. Okay, then you want to use so you want to use pass, or that is fail. Okay, so if it is that, if this is less than or equal to 120, pass, else is fail. As I told you, for if it is not A, it is B. Okay, so when I hit the enter key and let's see, now you have pass. Now the same thing, let's do it here. So equal to if, so now 120 less than or equal to 90, comma. Now you have this as, here pass, and you have fail. Okay, so now when you hit on the enter key, you can see now you have fail here. So this is the negative side, and this is the positive, as you see here. True, that's the positive, and false, that's the negative. Now let's go to the second one. So in order to use this pass, okay, we now want to change this pass here into uppercase. You don't want to pick it from here. So we're going to change this to uppercase here. So let's start and see. So equal to if this is less than or equal to Gen16, comma, then uppercase of here, that's a pass, okay, G5. Then we close it, comma, the same upper again, then this field, okay, then we close it, okay, then we close the bracket. Now let's enter and see. So you have pass. So you see now with this lowercase here, it picked it and now change it to the uppercase. So now let's do the same thing here. So equal to if this, so 120 here is less than or equal to 90, comma, so upper, then let's pick this, close it, then comma, then let's pick field, close it, okay, then we close them. Like we see, we have field as well. So that is it. So now, okay, so with this, oh, you should pick this rather, not this. So instead of the J6, it is this. Oh, okay, so we didn't bring the upper. Oh, okay, so we have it already. I have it. Now let's go for the yes and no. Now with the yes and no too, you see here, we can still have the same. So let's go for the first one. Let's go for this. Now, so if, so equal to if this is less than or equal to 120, comma, now you can have yes, half yes, then comma, you have what? No. Okay, so let's hit on. You see, you have yes. Now the same thing, if, so F2, no, these are not F2. If G16 less than or equal to F16, 16, comma, and we have yes and no, then the bracket. Oh, you have any error here? Okay, so even in the bracket, oh, okay, So we have no. Okay, so now with this two, we are going to take this no here and convert them into uppercase. I hope we can do that. So now let's do it fast and see. So equal to if, so now F2 less than or equal to 20, comma, so we have upper, so upper base, close it, comma, upper base, and we close it, then close the bracket, so we have it. Now the same thing applies to the second one. So if now this less than or equal to that, comma, upper, and we have this, close it, comma, open, upper. Okay, so upper, and we go for okay, so no J2, go for this no. Okay, then you close it. Okay, so we have no. So you can see that now we have yes and no, and this yes and no, we pick them from here. So when you are done, review the formula and you see it out. Now let's go to the third one. Now if it is true, if it is yes, now we're going to add these figures, we're going to add them together. If it is no, we're going to show 1, 0. So now equal to if, so F16 less than or equal to G16, comma, if it's less than, we're going to F16, now F16 plus G16, right? Okay, comma, 0. Now let's close it. So if it is true, we're going to add them. If not, we're going to show 0. And let's see. So you have 2 times. So when you add this 190 to, when you add 90 to 120, you get 2 times, meaning it is true. Now the same thing applies here. So if G16 less than or equal to F16, comma, we're going to F16 plus G16 or 0. Let's close it. Now you can see we have 0 here, so that's the fourth side. Okay, now the last one is if it is true, I'm going to show today's date. So equal to if now F16 less than or equal to G16, comma, today, then, comma, or today plus 5. Now let's see. So that's today's date. Okay, that's today's date. Okay, so now we are going to format this when we are done. Now let's go to this one and see. So equal to if now this less than or equal to F16, comma, today, comma, or today plus 5. Let's close it. And so you can see that this figure and this figure, they are not the same, right? Okay, so it means this is true, this is false. Now how can you figure out the date? Now let's highlight this and let's go to another home tab. Go to this where you have the general, that's the number format, and click on short date. Short date. So now you can see that you have the date. Now if it is today, show 7th, today is the 7th May. And if it is no, 7 plus 5, that is 12. Okay. Alright, so that is it for today. So today we've talked about the if function and what we can use if to calculate or to find. You can see now if contains 2 arguments, and it could be true or false, yes or no, pass or fail, A or B. So whatever. So when comparing any 2 values or any 2 figure or any 2 tests, you can still use the if to just do that. Alright, so that is it for today, and thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.